What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And another
Yay!
for the last video because I forgot to put in the
Yay!
So shout out to my man, who was that? Let me look back on here. Who told me that I forgot to put in my special effect? Let's go to the comments on that last video here. Let's see here. Where is that comment? Oh, that's the wrong video. Let's see. I don't know who it was. Type in the comments if you were the person that commented about me forgetting to put in the yeah, because I don't see that comment. So let's just get back to the topic at hand, which is Bitcoin. And by the way, this is not financial advice. Get away from me with thinking that I'm predicting the markets, because I'm not. I'm here to give you common sense advice and commentary, not financial advice. Now, we have not had a lot of videos here on Bitcoin in the last week or two. I've been busy, but now I need to catch you up and tell you that times are crazy. Times are crazy, and Bitcoin is doing some crazy stuff here because of the action of the SEC. We have got the criminal in chief, Gary Gensler, the crooked lead of the corrupted SEC, that's my opinion, that is just suing everything and calling everything a security, and he's going after Binance, which is interesting because Chico Crypto, if you watch his videos, he's been just going bananas, psycho mode about Binance for what, the last several years, and saying the same stuff that now we see that Gary Grimsler, what was the name of on the cartoon? What's the dude? The Wunsler. I keep on thinking about the Wunsler from the cartoon. What's the dude? Not the Grinch, who made the Grinch and all that good stuff. The Wunsler who cut all the trees down. And so I kind of think of Gary Gensler as Gary Wunsler because he's one to cut all the crypto trees down. So we got this lawsuit flying, and we had the big dip that you can see right here that happened yesterday when the news came out. If we look at the 4-hour, you can see it went dip, and it's not too scary looking as what it seemed like yesterday, and it came right back up to the point of control price. And so Gensler is naming everything except for Ethereum and Bitcoin as a security. And it is interesting after watching all of his videos that he shared when he was a professor at, what was it? Which Ivy League school was it? Was it Harvard? I can't remember. But he was so positive about crypto and stating that 75% of cryptos are not even securities. They're just cash cryptos, commodities. And now, all of a sudden, 90% of all cryptos are securities. So this is Operation Choke Point 2.0. And because we vote for politicians that are corrupt, because we put people like Joe Biden in office, we empower them to protect the central banking system that does not want to be rolled over and to give up the power that they have over us. They are not going to relinquish power and allow cryptocurrency to become a new technological breakthrough standard of exchange of monetary value. They want to enforce the use of a CBDC in the future, which will basically turn us into slaves. And if you people keep voting for these politicians that are anti-crypto, that want to usher in a CBDC, then you're to blame. We're following right in the footsteps of China, communist China. What did they do? They were heavily dead set against crypto, banned the buying and selling of crypto by their citizens, and then they ushered in their CBDC, the digital yuan. The next thing you know, crypto's okay. And now they're on the forefront of accepting crypto because they have all of their citizens using the CBDC so that they can be tracked. So now that they're trackable, they can allow them to get involved into buying and selling of cryptocurrency. That's what the U.S. government is going to do to us because you people keep voting these curmudgeons into office that are anti-crypto. Now, that's not necessarily a political statement because, you know, even Donald Trump in 2019 had his tweet where he said he does not like Bitcoin. He was not a fan, and he stated that it's not right to, you know, have this high-priced Bitcoin that is based on thin air, backed by nothing, and he was against it. Now he had his NFT collection come out later on, and he doesn't really state one way or the other. He's not being clear about what he thinks about crypto right now, but I don't think he is as connected to the central banking system as the current president is. But if people don't wake up, then I guess that's the way it's going to be. It's going to be CBDC for United States citizens, and they're going to know everything you're doing, where you're spending your money, and they'll have the ability to prevent you from spending your money on certain things. You will not be able to make cash and avoid paying taxes. You will not be able to purchase items that they say that you can't. You know, if you're obese, they can shut you off from buying Twinkies. If you've got lung problems, they can cut you off from buying cigarettes. It's going to be a total control system. So this is what's behind this little drop here. But anyway, back to the chart. This is a boring chart. We had a flash crash, and it just came back up. It's a dive and a rebound very quickly. Lots of shorts got liquidated on the way down, and then the insiders made all sorts of money just buying that Bitcoin right back up. Now, if we go to the 1 week chart, because this chart, it's boring. It looks like we could be, we're almost back up to the 50 EMA, and we could be headed back upstairs to the black dash line right there, centered around this volume node here. The point of control price is somewhere around 28,000, 29,000 and change. So where do we go from here? Well, let's look at the 1 week chart. And this thing is a little uglier, and it's not really very clear. We have conflicting signals because the stochastic is telling us one thing and the MACD is telling us another. This is an oscillator, the stochastic. There's a fast line, the blue line, and there's a slow line, the orange line. When the blue is on top of the orange, we're moving up. When the blue is underneath the orange, we're moving down. When they cross over, that's a pivot point. When all things are simple and all things are equal and there's not heavy manipulation, you can follow price trends by the surges up and when it falls down. So we have poked our heads above the 80 line, which means we're in the oversold zone twice, okay? And here's the first one, here's the second one. So this one corresponds with this peak, and now we see that we were moving down, which coincides with this little bit of price movement down, falling below the black dash line. However, it looks like there's a crossover coming here where that blue line might want to jump on top of the orange line. And if it does, this can go up like this and price can go up again. But downstairs on the MACD, we have a slower set of oscillators. And you can see here that we're about to have a bearish crossover where the fast line is now touching the slow line and looks like it wants to creep this way. And this is confirmed by the little bar here, the red bar on the MACD histogram, which goes up above and below the zero line. So when these bars start printing underneath the zero line, that's bearish price movement. When we start printing green bars above the zero line, that's bullish price movement. So this thing is just crossing over, and it could tell us that overall momentum is still downward, but we're going to have to wait and see. Manipulation being set aside. We'll just have to wait and see. So in my opinion, it looks like, we might be coming down here to test the 50 EMA and drop down to the purple dashed line. All right, last but not least, we'll jump over to the 1 month chart just to see where we are overall. And the reason why I look at this is to determine where we are in the market cycle, because you got all these folks that have been saying for the last few months that we're in the bull market, that this is the bull cycle, which I'm sorry, I'm just not on that bandwagon. I think it's way too early to tell yet. And especially with this ugly 1 month chart, this doesn't look good to me. The only good thing that I can see here is that the MACD histogram is crawling up to the zero line, but it looks like on the stochastic, this fast line is curling over, and we could have an impending crossover to the slow line where this is the last move back down. If we sail down here, then we could be looking for the purple dash line, the dreaded red dash line, or the black dotted line of death. And that's the one that's way down at about 15,000. And then according to the Fibonacci retracement, this tells us that we could meet the golden retracement of the 0.618. That's way down here at like 9,000. Chances are probably less likely for that to happen, but the 0.5 line is down here at around, say, 13,000, 14,000. So who knows? You know, we had this bull market, the double top, and then we fall. Bull market rally, we probably fall again, but where it stops, I don't know. It could look something like this, and then we could start the new bull market. But with the way the economy is going and with the projections of how long it's going to take for us to come out of the recession that we are in, that your government is lying to you saying that we're not in one because they changed the formula to make it not look like it's a recession, but us smart people know this is a recession. It could take anywhere from like a year or two to come out of this. And that being the case, it means that we might not have seen the bottom of the Bitcoin market. Well, let me know what your thoughts are. Post them in the comments below, and I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And if you would like to help me to subsidize the cost, help defray the cost of producing the channel, you may do so with the giving of a super thanks, and I thank you in advance. That's all I have for now. This is Carlton, and I am